Tonight at 10 on Eyewitness News.
Snow moves in overnight, what it means for your Friday shopping trip. Plus, pinpointing potential heart attack victims. A medical discovery that takes out the guesswork. Plus, the gift of song, but not the gift of sight. Twins using their talents to win smiles. Next at 10.
A presidential surprise. President Bush makes a historic and shocking trip to Baghdad.
He should be arriving in Baghdad again right now to join his troops.
Holiday service. Indiana families celebrate the season without loved ones.
Also tonight, tornado touchdowns. Twisters wind across the south, while central Indiana now prepares for snow. Your number one news at 10 starts right now.
From Indiana's news leader, this is Eyewitness News at 10 on UPN Indiana.
And take a look outside. You can see it is foggy, but tomorrow we're going to have some snow. If you're planning to get an early start on your Christmas shopping tomorrow morning, you want to prepare for some of that. Should we say it?
We should say it. Sure, why not?
White stuff.
There you go.
We're going to see several changes that is, tonight into Friday morning.
From fog, we're going to get rain, and then from that will come the snow. Chris Wright is in the Skytrack 13 Weather Center with more for us. Chris? John and Andrea, we're going to see a mixed bag of weather here in central Indiana coming up over the next couple of hours. We've got some rainfall going on back to our west, just south of Bloomington, down toward Evansville. This is an area of rainfall that is moving northeastward, and there's more of that coming in. Let's go to the weather computer, and I'll show you the wider view of the moisture coming out of the south central parts of Illinois. Lots of rain over southern Illinois, back through Missouri, all tracking this way, but when it gets here, our temperatures are going to be cold enough that we'll go from rain to snow. So between midnight and 5 a.m., we'll see that rain-snow mix. By 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, low pressure across eastern Kentucky will spread some snow showers our way. We'll stay with snow on through 8 o'clock in the morning, primarily over the east-central part of the state. And by noon, most of the snow moves on over into Ohio. For the holiday shoppers earlier tomorrow morning, going to get things off to a rather slippery start. Rain changing over the snow by 6 a.m. Temperature 33 degrees when the stores open early tomorrow. Keep it right here for the forecast. We'll have more coming up later. We'll talk about your shock and awe in Iraq. This was a total shocker. President Bush in Iraq serving dinner to the troops. And tonight, Bush is now back in Crawford, Texas with the first family. NBC's Brian Moore has more tonight of this historic visit.
America's top military and civilian leaders in Iraq were supposed to read a holiday message from the president, but then they deferred to someone of higher rank.
Let's see if we got anybody more senior here who can read the president's Thanksgiving speech. Is there anybody back there who's more senior than us?
It was supposed to be a surprise for American troops, and it was.
I was just looking for a warm meal somewhere.
A holiday morale booster from a commander-in-chief to his embattled troops in the field.
I bring a message on behalf of America. We thank you for your service. We're proud of you. And America stands solidly behind you.
President Bush flew into Baghdad under cover of darkness and tight security to spend 2 hours with members of the 1st Armored and 82nd Airborne Divisions. A rare bright spot on a day when soldiers sacrifice dinner at home with loved ones for mess hall meals with brothers and sisters in uniform.
Everyone was shocked. It was a great honor for him to come here today. This is exactly what we needed to do for our soldiers today.
Tens of thousands of troops were happy enough just to spend a day out of the line of fire. But for a few hundred, a rare holiday treat, an experience to tell their families about when they get home.
Though this was a fantastic photo opportunity for the president, he was flying into and out of what may well be the most dangerous airport in the world. In Washington, Brian Moore, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Meanwhile, Senator and former First Lady Hillary Clinton spent Thanksgiving today with troops in Afghanistan. Clinton says more troops are needed in that area to deal with the challenges from anti-coalition forces. She also says the coalition must decide whether the extra soldiers will come from the U.S. military, NATO, or other countries. John.
And here at home, thousands of families sat down to their Thanksgiving tables with an empty place setting. While their loved ones serve overseas, they must endure the holidays with strength and faith. The Night Beat's Rory Johnston takes us to the South Side now, where a mother and son give thanks for each other and for a recent visit from Dad.
Outside the Glauner home, the Christmas lights are on. Inside, Christina Glauner puts the finishing touches on a turkey dinner with all the trimming.
I'm doing Rusty's job right now, but I don't know where to look for the wishbone.
Rusty is her husband, and 7-year-old Evan, dad. Staff Sergeant Rusty Glauner is with the Indiana Army National Guard's Bravo Company out of Martinsville. After nearly 1 year overseas, he returned home for a 2-week visit earlier this month.
I've been dreading this day, but there's nothing you can do about it. So just go back and finish the job and bring her back home alive.
The trip home was too quick. Still, Christina says if her husband can't be home for Thanksgiving, he'd want to be with his troops and not traveling.
He should be arriving in Baghdad again right now to join his troops, and he's really looking forward to that.
Young Evan did not look forward to saying goodbye to Dad once again, but Mom says he's doing okay.
This joyful day, be good in this dinner.
A word of thanks for a bountiful table and a hopeful future.
I'd like to say a very special Thanksgiving for getting to spend some time with our husband, our daddy, recently. We hope he's safe.